Yeah, it was definitely hard. I think that I've just gone so long with both of those in my life, with sports and school in my life. I've balanced them since I can remember. And so it kind of just comes with time. Of course, it was hard, um, especially starting like freshman year, sophomore year. But as you learn time management skills, it really becomes a lot easier and how to really balance sports, school, and like your social life. But I think I've got it down. Not even really. I think that it really came from my sister. She's a really big role model in my life. She really strives to be her best self, and I strive to be like her in that way, and really push myself. So it's more. I think it's more intrinsic in that. It was really interesting being a mediator between the team and the coach. I think that that's a really important quality in leadership, and being able to, communicate both sides, being able to communicate to the coach and to the girls and to each other, so that there's kind of a bridge there. And it was really fun. I liked it. It was great. I have great relationships with my soccer coach and my tennis coach and both teams, which is great. So it really was not hard. I like playing soccer games a lot more. Tennis, as an individual sport, is just really scary. It's a lot more pressure on yourself, and I like having a team in soccer. It's a lot more comforting. I love the teamwork. I like that there's a whole field that you can run around, and I just like the idea of the sport, and I ended up being good at it, and so it really brought me a lot of joy. Tennis, I also started when I was really little. My dad used to play tennis, and he was really good at it, and so he made me and my sister play, and we ended up being good at it. So we
Yeah.
stuck with it. My sister, she was in mock trial and she loved it. She told me to do it. I met a lot of people. I got some of my friends to join, and it ended up being a really fun class. I volunteer with National Charity League,
Okay.
and so that's been a lot of my volunteer work is there. Yeah, for sure. I think that they coincide a lot more than people really think, especially with like communication skills with you and your teammates. That's a really important aspect. And in the classroom, the communication between you and your teacher is also crucial to, playing and like your coaches and everything. It's just communication is really important. And like the time management, like is really important to practicing, I think is the same as studying. And both of those you need for game days and tests and quizzes and
Yeah.
just to thrive. Yeah, I've had a lot of well, yeah, we help each other. We help each other study, we bring homework, and we definitely do what we can,
Yeah. No doubt.
especially when we have to go for like days, like when we can't go to school. It gets hard. Yeah, for sure. I did make a lot of friends. This year was a lot more newer, upcoming. We have a young team right now. I was the only senior on the team,
Mm.
but I do love a lot of those girls, and I want to stay in touch with many of them. I loved so soccer is a really big part like of our school, and going to the boys soccer games, and they make playoffs. It's a really big part of our school. Like the stands are really full, and everyone likes to go to those games, and that's always really fun.
Yeah.
Um, and then like things like Powder Puff is super fun. I was part of that these past 2 years. We crushed them this year, so
Nice.
I'm going to University of Texas in the fall. I'm majoring in neuroscience and then hopefully getting a minor in business. And I'm on a pre-med track, so I want to become an ophthalmologist, which is an eye doctor.
Mhm.
And that's kind of my plan right now. I have plans A, B, and C, so we'll see what happens. I really, really enjoyed biology this past year and then also psychology the year before. I think I like the more science aspects of psychology and kind of leaning toward biology. So I figured neuroscience is a good pathway for that. I'm definitely still young, so I can't decide right now really what I want to do. I have an idea and I have options that I can do once I get there. So I'm excited.